Welcome, beautiful people. Today, we're starting on a journey of self-discovery, one that might lead you to a surprising realization about the life you're living. Have you ever felt like you're not quite reaching your full potential, like there's a gap between where you are and where you could be? If so, you're not alone. Many of us walk through life feeling this way, unaware of the hidden forces that hold us back. We're going to explore the fascinating world of self-limiting beliefs and uncover a surprising reason why you might not be living your best life. Before we look, let's understand the power of beliefs. Our beliefs are the lenses through which we see the world, shaping our perceptions, influencing our decisions, and ultimately determining the course of our lives. They're like the software running in the background of our minds, often operating unconsciously, yet exerting a profound influence on our reality. Think about it this way: if you believe you're capable of achieving great things, you're more likely to set ambitious goals, take bold action, and persevere in the face of challenges. On the other hand, if you harbor doubts and insecurities, you might hesitate, play it safe, and miss out on opportunities. Your beliefs create a self-fulfilling prophecy, attracting experiences and circumstances that align with your inner convictions. It's important to recognize that many of our beliefs are formed early in life, shaped by our experiences, upbringing, and the messages we receive from the world around us. Some of these beliefs are positive and empowering, while others can be limiting and self-sabotaging. The problem is, we often carry these beliefs with us into adulthood without even realizing it. They become ingrained patterns of thought, influencing our behavior and shaping our reality in ways we may not be consciously aware of. Imagine a child who is constantly told they're not good enough or that they'll never amount to anything. These messages can take root in their subconscious, creating a deep-seated belief that they're unworthy or incapable. As they grow older, this belief might manifest in various ways. They might shy away from challenges, settle for less than they deserve, or sabotage their own success. They might even attract people and situations that reinforce their negative self-perception, further solidifying their limiting beliefs. On the other hand, consider a child who is encouraged to dream big, believe in themselves, and pursue their passions. These positive affirmations can foster a sense of confidence and self-efficacy, enabling them to overcome obstacles, take risks, and achieve their goals. They're more likely to surround themselves with supportive people and create opportunities for growth and success. The truth is, we all have a mix of positive and negative beliefs. The key is to become aware of these beliefs and consciously choose the ones that serve us best. By challenging our limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones, we can create a new reality for ourselves, one that's aligned with our true potential. So, how do we do this? It starts with self-awareness. Take some time to reflect on your beliefs about yourself, your abilities, and the world around you. Pay attention to your thoughts and notice any recurring patterns of negativity or self-doubt. Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you can start to challenge them. Question their validity, look for evidence to the contrary, and reframe them in a more positive light. Remember, your beliefs are not set in stone. You have the power to change them, and in doing so, you can transform your life. Now, let's unveil the surprising culprit that might be silently hindering your progress and preventing you from living your best life. It's something we all experience, often without realizing its profound impact: self-criticism. Self-criticism, that inner voice that constantly judges, evaluates, and finds fault, can be a formidable obstacle on the path to fulfillment. It's that nagging feeling that you're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough. It's the tendency to focus on your flaws and shortcomings, magnifying them out of proportion, while downplaying your strengths and accomplishments. You might think that self-criticism is a helpful tool for self-improvement, pushing you to strive for excellence. But the truth is, it often has the opposite effect. When you're constantly berating yourself, it erodes your confidence, undermines your self-esteem, and creates a cycle of self-sabotage. It's important to distinguish between constructive self-reflection and harmful self-criticism. Constructive self-reflection involves honestly assessing your strengths and weaknesses, acknowledging areas for growth, and taking steps to improve. It's a process of learning and development, fueled by a desire to become the best version of yourself. Self-criticism, on the other hand, is rooted in judgment and negativity. It's a relentless attack on your worth and value, often accompanied by harsh language and unrealistic expectations. It can leave you feeling paralyzed by fear, hesitant to take risks, and trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. The impact of self-criticism extends far beyond your inner world. It can seep into your relationships, your career, and even your physical health. When you're constantly criticizing yourself, it's difficult to truly love and accept yourself. This lack of self-love can create insecurity, jealousy, and difficulty trusting others. It can also lead to unhealthy patterns of behavior, such as people-pleasing, perfectionism, and overachieving, in an attempt to prove your worth. In the professional realm, self-criticism can hold you back from pursuing your dreams and reaching your full potential. It can make you hesitant to speak up, share your ideas, or take on new challenges. It can also lead to procrastination, imposter syndrome, and a fear of failure. Perhaps most surprisingly, self-criticism can take a toll on your physical health. Chronic stress and negative emotions can weaken your immune system, increase your risk of heart disease, and contribute to a host of other health problems. The mind-body connection is undeniable, and when your mind is filled with self-criticism, your body suffers too. So, how do we break free from the grip of self-criticism and create a more positive and empowering relationship with ourselves? That's what we'll explore in the next part of our journey. Now, let's look into how self-criticism can lead to a destructive cycle of self-sabotage, further hindering your progress and keeping you from living your best life. Self-criticism can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, you start to believe it. This belief can then influence your actions and decisions, leading you to avoid challenges, settle for less than you deserve, or even sabotage your own success. For instance, imagine you have a presentation at work. If you're filled with self-doubt, telling yourself you're not a good public speaker or that you'll mess up, you might inadvertently create those very outcomes. Your anxiety might cause you to stumble over your words, forget key points, or appear nervous and unsure. This negative experience then reinforces your belief that you're not good at public speaking, further fueling the cycle of self-sabotage. Similarly, if you're constantly criticizing your appearance, you might avoid social situations, miss out on opportunities to connect with others, or engage in unhealthy behaviors in an attempt to meet unrealistic beauty standards. This can lead to isolation, low self-esteem, and a distorted sense of self-worth. Self-sabotage can manifest in countless ways. It might be procrastinating on important tasks, making impulsive decisions, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. It might be staying in an unfulfilling job, a toxic relationship, or a limiting environment because you don't believe you deserve better. The key to breaking this cycle is to recognize the patterns of self-sabotage and understand their root cause. Once you become aware of how self-criticism is undermining your efforts, you can start to challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with more positive and empowering ones. Self-criticism is often a learned behavior, and like any habit, it can be unlearned. It takes time, effort, and patience, but with practice, you can cultivate a more compassionate and accepting relationship with yourself. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on your life, opening up new possibilities and allowing you to live more fully and authentically. As we've explored, the impact of self-criticism isn't confined to your internal world. It ripples outward, affecting your relationships with others. When you're constantly judging and criticizing yourself, it can be difficult to form healthy and fulfilling connections. Low self-esteem, often fueled by self-criticism, can create a sense of insecurity and unworthiness. You might constantly seek validation from others, fear rejection, or struggle to trust that people genuinely care about you. This can lead to unhealthy patterns of behavior in relationships, such as people-pleasing, overcompensating, or becoming overly dependent on your partner for your sense of self-worth. Self-criticism can also breed jealousy and comparison. When you're focused on your perceived flaws, you might constantly compare yourself to others, feeling inadequate or envious of their successes. This can create tension and resentment in your relationships, hindering intimacy and genuine connection. Self-criticism can make it difficult to communicate openly and honestly. You might be afraid to express your true feelings, needs, or desires, fearing judgment or rejection. This can lead to misunderstandings, unresolved conflicts, and a lack of emotional intimacy in your relationships. It's important to remember that healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and acceptance. When you're constantly criticizing yourself, it's challenging to extend that same acceptance to others. You might project your own insecurities onto your loved ones, misinterpreting their actions or words, or creating unnecessary drama. The key to cultivating healthy relationships is to start by cultivating a healthy relationship with yourself. When you practice self-compassion and learn to accept yourself, flaws and all, you're better equipped to offer that same acceptance to others. You're more likely to set healthy boundaries, communicate your needs effectively, and build relationships based on genuine connection and mutual support. You deserve to be surrounded by people who love and appreciate you for who you are, not for who you think you should be. By letting go of self-criticism and accepting self-love, you create space for deeper, more fulfilling relationships to blossom. Now, let's shift our focus to the often overlooked impact of self-criticism on your physical well-being. While we often associate self-criticism with our mental and emotional state, it can also take a significant toll on our bodies. The mind-body connection is a powerful force. Our thoughts and emotions directly influence our physical health. When you're constantly bombarded with negative self-talk and self-judgment, your body responds with stress. This stress triggers a cascade of physiological changes, including increased heart rate, elevated blood pressure, and the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, chronic stress can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness and disease. It can also increase your risk of developing chronic conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Furthermore, stress can disrupt your sleep, impair your digestion, and contribute to a host of other physical ailments. Self-criticism can also lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as emotional eating, substance abuse, or self-harm. These behaviors can further damage your physical health and create a vicious cycle of negativity and self-destruction. It's important to recognize that self-criticism isn't just a mental or emotional issue. It's a holistic problem that affects your entire being. When you cultivate self-compassion and learn to silence your inner critic, you're not just improving your mental and emotional well-being, you're also promoting your physical health. By reducing stress and cultivating a more positive mindset, you can strengthen your immune system, improve your sleep, and enhance your overall vitality. You'll have more energy, focus, and resilience to pursue your goals and live your life to the fullest. Having explored the detrimental effects of self-criticism on various aspects of your life, it's time to discover the powerful antidote that can liberate you from its grasp: self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that you would offer to a dear friend. It's about recognizing your own suffering and responding with warmth and care, rather than judgment and criticism. Self-compassion isn't about making excuses for your mistakes or ignoring areas where you need to grow. It's about acknowledging your imperfections with gentleness and recognizing that everyone makes mistakes, experiences setbacks, and faces challenges. It's about offering yourself support and encouragement, even when you fall short of your own expectations. Cultivating self-compassion is a process that requires practice and patience. It involves developing a mindful awareness of your thoughts and emotions, particularly those that are self-critical or self-deprecating. When you notice these thoughts arising, try to observe them without judgment, recognizing them as passing mental events rather than absolute truths. While we conclude this exploration of self-criticism and its impact on your life, remember, the journey to self-love and acceptance is ongoing. It requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to challenge deeply ingrained beliefs. But the rewards are immeasurable. By cultivating self-compassion and accepting imperfection, you can break free from the chains of self-doubt and step into your true potential. We encourage you to take the insights you've gained today and put them into practice. Start by noticing your self-talk and gently challenging any negative or critical thoughts. Practice mindfulness and positive affirmations to cultivate a more loving and accepting attitude towards yourself. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Seek support from friends, family, or a therapist if needed. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from this message. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content on personal growth and self-discovery. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, you are worthy of love, happiness, and a life lived to its fullest potential.